Hi, I'm Paige. I'm one of the vet nurses here at Hume Animal Hospital, and this is my dog Hayley. She's a Labrador cross German Shorthair Pointer. Today, Hume Animal Hospital, along with the Albury City Library Museum, we're helping to celebrate World Animal Day. We're going to talk about a few things involving animals. So, the first thing that we're going to discuss is what to do if you see an animal out in public. The first thing that we need to remember is that you need to walk up very slowly. It's not very nice if someone comes running up to you and might scare you, so we need to remember to walk very slowly up to the animal. The second thing we need to remember is to ask the owner's permission. Some dogs might not be very friendly, others might love a pat. Some might have a sore ear and might not be feeling up to having a pat that day. So you just need to remember to ask the owner's permission to make sure it's okay for you to pat their animal. The third thing that we need to remember is to let the dog meet you. So we can do this by holding our hand out like a fist and letting the dog sniff us. Good girl. Sometimes they might even give you a lick. See, now Hayley wants a pat. The final thing that we want to remember is that we want to pat them on the chest. Like I said before, a dog might have a sore ear or a sore head or a sore paw, and it's very important to remember the chest is the safest place to pat an animal. Other things to remember when you're out and about, you might be at the park and there might be a random dog running around. You again don't know if it's going to be friendly or not very happy that day. So, if the dog comes up to you, you might be a little bit scared. There's some things to remember to do in this situation also. The first thing you want to do is stay nice and quiet. Making loud noises is only going to attract their attention, so you want to be as quiet as you can. You want to stand nice and still. If you start running away, the dog might think that you're playing chasey and they might want to chase you. This isn't going to help. If you stay as still as you can, hopefully the dog will just be able to have a sniff and walk away. Next, you want to keep your hands down beside you. If you're moving them around, the dog might think you might have a toy or a treat for them, and they might continue to approach you. So hands down by your side, as still as possible. If you look at the ground, then you're not making eye contact with the dog. They should see that there's nothing interesting here. They may have a little sniff and hopefully they just wander away. So here as a vet nurse at Hume Animal Hospital, we like to teach about caring for your pets. So we have a couple of programs here. We run puppy preschool, and it's very important to make sure that your puppies get a lot of training when they're younger so they don't make any bad habits. So Hayley, when she was little, she came here to puppy preschool with me, and now when she comes back every day, she loves coming into the clinic because she knows that she was here to have lots of fun with her friends. A couple of other things that we like to teach you is it's always important to make sure your pets have fresh water every day and they're always getting fed a good food. Now I know the treats are very nice, but you don't want to be feeding them treats every day. You probably wouldn't feel too good if you were eating ice cream and lollies and chips all day, even though they are very yummy. So very important to make sure they have lots of nice fresh water and lots of good food for them. So there are a number of reasons that your pet may need to come to the vet. So the first one is they may be unwell. Just like we go to the doctor, you need to bring your pets to the vet to help them feel better, where they might get some medications. They may also stay for a cuddle with our nurses out the back and some help with get them some medication out the back as well. They may come to the vets just to get their annual vaccination. So every year, animals need to get a checkup to make sure that they're healthy and well, and they also get their vaccinations every year. When your pet comes to the vet, you come in through the front door, we get a weight and pop them on the scales so that we know that they're staying nice and healthy, and then you come through to a consult room just like this. If your pet's able to, we pop them up on the bench just like Hayley is here. And then that way they feel like they're part of the family, up nice and high with us, and we're able to give them treats and give them a good check over. The vets will often check things like their teeth, make sure they're nice and sparkly and clean. They'll make sure that their eyes are okay. They'll check their ears, make sure they're not dirty or smelly. They give them a good check over, make sure that their feet and then are looking okay and that their nails aren't too long. Then they'll also have a listen to their heart and their chest and make sure that everything else is okay with them. Hopefully there's nothing wrong and your pet can get some treats and can go home for some more cuddles and have a play with you. Myself and Hayley would just like to thank the Albury City Library Museum for this opportunity to be able to come into the clinic and show you guys what exactly happens in the vet clinic when you bring your pet in. You don't have to always come in for a bad thing. You are able to come in and we can give your pet a little bit of a cuddle, weigh it, give them a treat, and then they can go home. Hope that you have lovely school holidays and enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.